Poppy, ma'am. Yes, that's right. Poppy like a flower. Oh, dear, this is my kitty, Bingles. She just loves little girls. Say hello to Poppy, Bingles. And we have
one teacher.
That teacher, we would always go to wash the shower or something like that. But having had to work with the university.
Let me explain. I studied in Europe with the famous educator Salami Pesapasa. His revolutionary ideas about learning and child psychology have inspired me to dedicate my life to teaching a system containing academic enlightenment in all subjects at one time. It's a stunningly simple system. Learn as you do, and you do as you learn.
You learn as you do, and you do as you learn.
Excellent, little ladies. Come along, girls. It's time for math history.
Very amusing. Basil, I've told them time and time again. I won't respond to the term girls. I am not a girl. I'm just a little lady and I'm not a little love bug. Don't you find her accent charming? She's not so passionate about anything. What did you guys send in the other one? I see that you matter how well you've been instructing these girls on manners and ladylike behavior. And I see them as how perfectly as well as on grace and balance. It was curiosity that killed the cat. I should know. My husband also was curious. And now where is he? Dead and buried. One more flush fucking only ladies! My husband, he's the little woman. Lovely Dr. Totty. Totty! I'm Willow. I hate her. Well, everyone hates her. They force us to do the most useless things imaginable. The only time we have any fun at all is when Tessa tells about her husband's dear rotting corpse. Please do go on.
Please, don't mind Willow. She just likes to try to shock people. She can be very rude sometimes. Oh, by the way, I'm Terry. Perhaps you met my younger brother Basil. He's a boy now. The only thing I don't like about this place is that there are absolutely no boys here at all. The only boy here is my brother. It's so bothersome. I wish. Here we have Clemens, our gardener, and he's like our cat. Hardly trust the death of Violet because the plants in the garden again. She replaced the fragrant parts with the devil's pepper with which child out of the stuff of much of that pepper.
I bet that would taste better than your nauseous cooking. You can't even make tea. So naughty that you had with boiled water.
Oh, we went to Violet and I saw Of course I'm not going to do cook Violet. But the devil's pepper weed and parsley almost got stuck. And so that the rust turned wool.
I was trying to get cooked, Sat. I thought it might be a pleasant change to have a decent meal for once. She's incapable of making it just to add to their flavor. We're all going to die of malnutrition if this stupid woman keeps feeding us. What should we say to me? Seems that I'm the only one with any brains or guts around here.
Well, we're going to eat Violet's brains and guts.
No, dear!
I'm sure our parents would just love to know how we're all forced to eat a slop. I just moved right to Mummy and Daddy and tell them all about it.
There's nothing we can do until she comes down, so we might as well relax. Stress and worries create wrinkles, everyone. Relax those facial muscles. Relax.
What do you usually offer breakfast? I must admit I'm rather hungry. Breakfast is the best of lot. Usually there's fruit. deal very well with death. No! We must keep our wits about us and our heads very, very straight. Do you understand? We must think about the girls.
You understand, the whole school could collapse, and we may all be out of a job. Let's all stay focused. You understand?
I'm hungry. All right, girls, listen up now. I want you all to remain perfectly calm. I'm afraid it's been a terrible tragedy. Madame Maylard has been murdered. I mean, she's dead. I don't know for a fact that she's been murdered. I only assume she was because, well, I don't think that she would have strangled herself with her own pearls. So, until we notify the police, who will advise us, I ask you all to remain perfectly calm and proceed quietly to your rooms right now. Calmly and quietly, like you've all been trained, with dignity. Like ladies. Thank you.
Special Inspector Sergeant Detective Go Board, Plantagenet.
Special Inspector Sergeant Detective Ruthie, how do you do?
We can drop the formality. Special Inspector Sergeant Detective. My co-workers at the yard just call me SISD, SISD. That was it.
Well, after dinner I took the girls to the bed at bedtime. I was teaching them the basics of the habit of brushing their hair 100 strokes before retiring every night. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Hey, where's that stinking Violet? She does not stink. She actually does. She spends so much time with those nasty weeds and she sniffs them. That's probably why they don't want to cook her. Now, nobody's getting cooked. I want no more of that nasty talk. It's quite unlady. As well as ungentlemanly. Now, I'm going to go look for Violet, lights off, and quiet. Or perhaps you prefer the solitude. I looked everywhere for her. When I finally wrote to bed back to the room, there she was, safe in bed, so I took it in the night. I have a small closet joined with girls. Everything seemed quite as usual, which right
Miss Worcestershire, could you kindly tell us about your evening?
Of course. I was putting Plantagenet to bed. And reading to him the little country dog. When all of a sudden Mrs. stormed in. She was in a tirade. Of course, we couldn't understand what was upsetting her. She tends to be a little sullen from time to time.
I believe she might be a gentle little girl, actually. She does frighten me, aren't she? She frightens me too sometimes.
Oh, she's harmless enough, dear. But then Madame Bailey came storming in after her. She grabbed this bee by the arm. Madame was furious.
There you are, forward dog! I've had enough of your snarling attitude. How dare you embarrass me in front of so good sort like that? You will come with me this instant and write me your apology.
Shadow to the shadow, caught me out of the castle. Catch to the shadow, caught me in the shadow, caught me in the shadow.
Go to your room now, Bishop. Sugar Spoko. You will wake the girls if you're carrying on.
Catch me down, caught me in the shadow, caught me in the shadow. Caught me out the shadow.
She was afraid Mrs. Shiskel would wake up the girls, but it was too late because when I went to shut the door after them, I saw that the older girls had been hiding and watching the whole time.
May I have a word with you, Mr. Whitlock? You can be specialist, very solid,
Certainly. Perhaps you can give us a moment.
Yes, we're all ears.
Petunia, chin up here.
Geometry is just important for boys, Basil.
No, I mean, my neck is getting stiff. Can they really give up all this torture when two people have the life without any ordinary eyes?
Did you have to listen to motives, ladies?
Of course not.
They were waiting for your very eyes.
Hi, Violet.
She just ran to the restroom. She'll be right back. We want you girls to keep concentrating on your posture, but also let all the words from the book sink into your minds. Yes, that's right. Let all the geometry sink into your minds now. Cubes, spheres, and rhombi are all filling your minds, while your spine and shoulders keep your minds level.
Lovely ladies, lovely. Now let me hear you sing.
You are my lovely star. Keep it up, girls. Eyes together. I'll be right back.
Lovely eyes that never flee. I'm learning something about geometry.
Really? I don't feel as though I've learned one thing about this all year.
Well, I'm gonna like you more horizontal rather than vertical.
This isn't so. It's supposed to sound like wood. Don't mind. Sometimes they keep it in a cultural way.
I always had the feeling she was trying to tell us something.
Yes, my dear, I believe she was. She was indeed trying to tell us something. Detective, come with me quickly.
Mrs. Bow. Mrs. Bow. She's all in the keep on the floor. Please don't let her die. Come quick. Come quick.
Just as I did.
Kandice, she couldn't tell me anything. And I suppose you wouldn't know anything about this either, would you?
No, Sam.
Oh my dear Mrs. Lattle. If she dies, I don't know what will become of me. That nasty little Violet. She was always up to no good. She's herbs and all. She's capable of cold-blooded murder, that one.
Yes. I think it's urgent that we find little Violet at once. And her sister Rose as well.
It's horrible. We found Elena's body at the end of the hallway. Someone dropped a copy of the unabridged history of universal wisdom off the fourth floor stairwell.
Oh dear, these deaths are rolling out at an alarming frequency, aren't they?
Well, I hope they will get to the bottom of this before we are all murdered in our beds.
At least then I can just be with my dear, treacherous Domingo.
Oh, please do go on, Contessa. Will you rot away with me in eternity? How romantic.
Professor Montrose, would you please lead the girls out to the garden and get some fresh air?
That was years ago, Contessa. He was drunk and he slipped. You were the one who suggested bring champagne and an act. If he hadn't followed you to that butterfly-infected town, he'd still be alive today. And
Estella!
May I remind you we have a teeny corpse here to mourn? This is painful for Violet's soul. I suppose I'd better go and inform dear little Rose.
You know very well, Miss Worcestershire, that will not be necessary. There is no Rose. Is there, Miss Worcestershire?
Well, Mr. Winslow, you discovered our shameless little secret.
No, there isn't any Rose. There was, of course. Not anymore. She died 6 months ago. But you must understand it was an accident, a terrible mistake.
I think you better tell us all about it, miss.
Very well. All the girls went on a little expedition. It was blueberry season, and we all went up to the town together. We have the finest blueberries in this part of the country, you know. Well, Rose was particularly fond of blueberries, and she was eating them by the handful. Tragically, blueberries look very much like cooked blueberries, and are easily confused. I'm afraid that's what happened to little Rose.
Violet came up with this idea. They would tell no one. She would replace her own twin.
Yes, not only would her daughter not have to report to her, but she could continue to collect tuition for the two children. Violet was the method for down.
She gave Sel bonuses to keep quiet.
None of us wanted to have a school closed down and lose our job, so we called the creek. That was 6 months ago. How did you figure it out?
No one ever saw the two together. That was my first time. And then I found this hairband in Violet's pocket. I was convinced my suspicions were well founded.
You are a brilliant citizen, Miroslav.
Wesley, you are a genius, but how does this explain the deaths of Madame Bailey with Mrs. Just as tipsy, not to mention the dearly survival.
Doesn't.
I'm afraid not, Sister Misty. I'm afraid not.
Say something.